Good morning, good morning. It's morning here. Might be afternoon where you are. Good morning, JD. How are you doing? We got stones today. I I priced as many as I could. I did not tag very many. So, we're going to be tagging as we go for a lot of things, but I didn't want things to get skipped just because they didn't get a tag on them yet. Oh, look, Brinley gave us a little preview. Good morning, crafts. Counting down the days, JD, till your vacation. I was thinking about this morning. I'm so excited for you. I'm in all these like Disney World groups and on Facebook, and I just get excited for each person that's like posting they're gonna go, and like I just, it's so fun, so fun. Good morning, good morning. Should we dive right in? Let's see what do we got going on next week. I think I'm going to be on 4 times next week. So let's see. Next week, we're going to do gemstones again on Monday. Hopefully, I'll have even more priced and tagged. That's the goal. So we'll have new gemstones, even more gemstones on Monday. Wednesday, we're going to do charms. And again, I should have things tagged. I hope. I know, Agnes, I know. And then Friday, we're going to do check class. And then, not Friday, Thursday. Thursday, we'll do check class. Next Saturday, the 27th, I'm going to try and do a tutorial and then artisan lampwork glass beads. If you're here today and you've been shopping with me all week, I do ask that you close out your baskets today. So let me know when you're ready to go so I can add everything up for you. And we can start fresh on Monday with a new week. All right. Some of the, Brinley was arranging my desk. So I got some stones kind of all over. We'll just start with what she picked. So I guess these are Brinley's favorites. Okay. Whoa. All right. I'm going to jump right in. These, I got 3 different shapes in these. And my vendor said that they were red picture jasper. But I feel like I've seen them before as something else. And I can not for the life of me think of what else they are. We're doing full strands unless something is $20 or more. These are different than the trunk show ones. It takes a lot more back end work for me to do half strands on these. So, a pretty stoned girl. Yeah, like a painted, that might be like, I felt like it was like a wild horse or crazy horse, but then when I looked that up, it wasn't quite the same. So yeah, maybe something like a painted jasper. It's a jasper, so. You're fully fine. You're fine. You're fine. All right. So these, let's get a tag out. So anyway, we're going to call them red picture jasper because that's what my vendor called them. But just know they might be called something else as well. They're really pretty. This is a $10 strand. So these are about 15 3/4 inches long. And this is an 8 by 16 millimeter rice. Yes. So this is the rice that I have. We'll leave these out while I do the others. And I do have several of each strand. Some of these, some stones that I have today, I got really good deals on. This is one of them. Some stones I have today are just exquisite and not really like in the great deal department, but a good value for what they are. So that happens a lot. Okay, there's another red picture jasper. These are my favorite of the 3 I got. Look at those. Aren't they pretty? So many cool patterns in there. These are 14 a strand. These are about 15 inches long, and they are an 8 by 10 millimeter barrel. Yeah, really cool, right? I love that kind of gray tone that it has You know, so many stones have a brown tone to them, and then that kind of red brown brick red that it has with it. So I have those, and then these. These are the largest that I have, and these will be 16 a strand. These are 15 3/4 inches long, and it is a, let's see, 11 by 20 millimeter 6-sided rice. So those are 16 a strand, just because they're bigger, more stone there. All right, so the smooth rice are 10, the barrels are 14, and the 6-sided rice are 16. And we're calling that red picture jasper. I did a bunch of digging. I couldn't quite figure out what I remember it as, but Happy Heart with a raid. Thank you, Happy Heart. If you guys are not following Happy Heart, make sure you do. She always has gorgeous beads. Welcome, welcome. We're doing Stone Strands today, and we just started. So if you're just joining, we haven't done much yet. This is what we've done. What's on the table. Queenie, so on these, this is stock. This is not the trunk show stuff. I had to send all of that back. So on these, I'm only doing half strands at a $20 price point and up, because it's a lot more labor intensive on, like just the bookkeeping side of it, for me on these. The trunk show strands are easy because I can sell them all by price point, and these are sold, or tracked, I should say, by item. So that's the reason why, but I will allow it on some things, but these not yet. And honestly, they're a good deal as a full strand even. So, you know, if it gets to the point where they're just not moving, then we'll reconsider. But for now, yeah, my vendor called it red picture jasper. So it's much more rusty toned, brick red toned, kind of more of an underlying gray color versus that kind of beigey brown. It's really cool though. All right. Put those to the side. I really love that barrel. That's my favorite of them. Really good shape. These could be really good. This is a good color palette and good shapes, actually, for men's jewelry as well. One barrel for Kathy. That's pretty. Do you have a preference? You could tell me which one you want if you have a preference. Number 4. That one is yours. And look at it with the copper. That was in your basket, so I just pulled it. Really pretty with copper. Good morning, good morning. All right, Brinley also wanted us to start with these. She is so silly. All right, this is selenite. I have never stocked selenite before. A lot of manufacturers, vendors, stone cutters, stone creators, I don't know, they are dyeing selenite all kinds of crazy colors, but I thought I'd just stick with the original, see how it goes, see what you guys think. The feel of selenite is really soft. Like I would not be surprised if it's really far on the soft side of the scale there. These are $16. It's an 8 millimeter round. These strands are 15 inches long. But the coolest thing about selenite is that chatoyancy that it carries. And every single bead, it is just like, it's almost like a natural cat's eye, right? But it's really incredible. So I decided to pick some of these up because Fair Maiden has been using some in some of her bracelets, and it just looked so pretty strung in with some things. So I thought maybe I should have some too. And I found these, and they seemed pretty reasonably priced. So now we have some. All right. Yeah, really pretty. Good morning, Karen. So $16 a strand on those 8mm rounds. Very cool. And you guys, we can always come back to something. Oh, I thought you were agreeing with something. Nice. Sorry. These are all pretty much the same. If you do have one that's calling to you, definitely let me know. Let me start your basket. Brinley put all my markers away. Where did she put them? Hey, Brinley. Where did you put my markers? Okay, I need you to show me because oh, there they are. I found them. Jesus. Okay, perfect. I'll get you a nice one. They're all really nice, but we'll make sure we'll get the nicest of the nice ones for you. There we go. Oh, they're beautiful. I don't know why I like that one. That one's calling to me. Do you guys ever feel that way? Like stones speak to you? I feel like they do. And for that example there, like they were all pretty similar, like pretty much all the same. But that was the one. Fabric too. Exactly. Welcome, welcome. These are green aventurine. I would suspect these are probably dyed just based on this strand here. You can see where it's a little more green there, and that doesn't, well, I don't think that's natural. Anyway, green aventurine. These are really cool. These are $12 a strand. Aren't they beautiful? I love this cut. I tried to get as many of these as I could, but this was the only stone she had in this cut. I was like, get more. This is a 15 by 20mm sized oval, 15 3/4 inches long. One of those for Agnes May. Yeah, they're really soothing. Agnes May, if you have a preference, let me know. Slide those all in view there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes you guys do, sometimes you don't. Best judgment. You got it. That one. That one's yours. $12, 15 3/4 inches long. You're welcome. And it's the best little shape. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. $12 a strand on those. These were a good deal. And what was really nice with this vendor, I started like just grabbing like full hanks of her things, and I was like, okay, I'll take all of these. So she started like lowering the price on everything that I picked up. She was getting lower and lower, like a bigger percentage and a bigger percentage. So that was awesome. And I definitely passed that on to you guys. So I love when that happens. All right, so these are $16 a strand. This is a 5mm tourmaline. Really good, consistent rounds. 15 1/4 inches long for the strands. One for nice. Again, let me know if there's one calling to you. This one's calling to me the most. Number 1. There you go. See? That's a good sign. That one was calling to me. That one was calling to you. Love it. Love it. Love it. These are 16 a strand. It's a 5mm tourmaline. No, that's okay. I'm always happy to repeat. I love looking at stones. I love these. There's a lot of really good pinks in these strands. One for Agnes, any of them. This one's the next one that's calling to me. Ooh, they're pretty. All right. Let's see what is next. Okay, so those are all the ones I got pre-tagged. Oh, but look what I got. I did get these priced. I teased you guys a couple times with these. These are going to be 16 a strand. I have 4 of them. These are golden obsidian. And these are 12 by 16 millimeter rectangles. 15.5-inch long strands. I'm going to tag them as we go because that's just how it had to be this week. I was way more ambitious than I actually had time for. Check those out. Let me try them without my light because they're highly polished, which is awesome. See if we can see how beautiful those are. The golden aspect of them, so obsidian is usually pretty black. These are golden obsidian, so they have this like almost like a chatoyancy, but it's like this kind of metallic glow that appears to be like under the surface of the bead. It's very, very cool. There's a good view of it. $16 per strand. Golden obsidian. And I will say I only saw this from one vendor. I'm sure somebody else had it, but in the 2 days that I was walking around, I only saw one vendor with it. And I got it. I picked it up. They're just beautiful. It's almost like a khaki golden, if that makes sense. I wish I could show you guys like in real life because this is one that is really hard to justify on the camera. I'm just going to do the best we can with it. All right. Somebody was asking for golden obsidian and somebody else was asking for rainbow obsidian. I did find one vendor who had some strands. It was one style of rainbow obsidian, but it wasn't very vibrant. Oh gosh, there they are. Oh my. It was pretty subtle and they were kind of expensive, so I skipped on the rainbow. But the golden, good price, 16 for a full strand. Aren't those amazing? 12 by 16 millimeter rectangles, 15.5 inches long for $16. We're doing a bundle show, you guys, so if there's anything you want, you just say me in the chat. We start your basket. You can check out anytime during the show. All right. If those haunt you, let me know. I will come back. Next up. Maybe I should have this down again. I'll put my soft cloth down. Fire agate. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you're following me on YouTube. You guys, I do stream all of my shows to YouTube, like April had mentioned. So you can follow me there. And if you ever have to miss a show, you can rewatch any of the shows, screenshot what you want and send me a message. I'll get you an order going. Yeah, April, whenever you're ready. Of course, the further back you go in the shows, the more likely I am going to be out of something. But I had somebody the other day who sent me screenshots from like a month ago, and I still had a vast majority of it. So, fire agate, 14 millimeter coins, 15.5 inch long strands. These are $14 a strand. One for Nice, one for Donna. These I have not seen in years, this stone. Okay, perfect, nice. Is there one calling to you, Donna? I sold, again, Fair Maiden. I sold her some of my old stock that I had. I was doing kind of a cleaning my personal stash out of things that I probably thought I just wouldn't use. And I had some fire agate and she bought them and she's been begging me to find more. And so I've been looking for probably a year and a half, 2 years. And I finally found some. Number 3, Donna. And I'm picking these up as I put tags on. Is it this one that you're looking at? They're all pretty good. Or was it the one that I just tagged? Number 2. Okay, that one. That feels more confidently too. There we go. Because I picked the one up and it changed everything, huh? Sorry. We got one for Donna and we have one for Nice. I like that one. That's okay. These are 14 a strand. These are 14 millimeter fire agate. These are really, really cool. Now, I will tell you, some of these are not totally like round coins. So you're getting some flatter edges near the holes. That's probably why they're 14 and not 30, to be honest. But they're really nicely polished, have a really nice shine to them. Really amazing patterns. I know, they look like little giraffe patterns. I have this coin, and then I do have a rectangle that is larger and, of course, more expensive. But I was able to find 2 different shapes this time. So 14 a strand, fire agate. But yeah, I haven't seen it in years, so it's kind of amazing that I found 2 vendors who had it. Oh. These, yes, like chocolate caramel vanilla cream. I love it. So many stones look like yummy candy, don't they? Yes, the coin, it could really get good patterns in the coin. These are also 14 a strand. This is bamboo agate. 15 3/4 inches long. That's an 8 millimeter rondelle, probably 8 by 5 or 6. It's kind of more of that rondelle that has the flat edge. It's very nice. Really nice shape. So the bamboo agate's really cool because you get these striations in there. You see that? It's a little different than banding. Smarties, I know. Yes, it is. It's like the shape of Smarties, kind of. They're very cool. And about that size, actually. $14 a strand. Really good neutral. You get grays and beiges, some oranges, which is awesome. 15 3/4 inches long. You can name them. I don't mind. $14 per strand. Bamboo agate. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, this one my vendor was like, she's like, it's a jasper, but I don't know what kind. And I said, okay, I don't know either. So we just tagged it jasper. There's a zillion varieties of jasper, but typically jasper will be opaque in nature, so you don't get a lot of transparency through it. If you do, it's more likely an agate. So a jasper on these. And then they just have some really cool patterns in them. This is a 15 millimeter coin with that off-center hole. That off-center hole, you could probably drop like a 4 millimeter sized bead in there. Yeah, a little bit of an African vibe. Yeah, I agree. I just thought it was a really cool, unique shape. Not too like huge and in your face, but still a really usable size. $16 a strand on these. I don't know if I said that yet. 15.5 inches long. 15 millimeter coin. One for Queenie. Let me lay these out for you, Queenie. Do you have a preference on strand? Number 1, number 2, number 3? They're pretty similar. There we go. They're kind of tight on the string, so they're going a little cattywampus, but that's okay. You zooming in. The one on the far right. There you go. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I don't think any of these are a bad choice. They all have a really good variety to them. All right. One tray down. Where should we put these? It's here. Oh, these are cool. Okay. I got lepidolite. These are really cool. They are naturally purple. I have this 8mm coin, and then I have a faceted, I think 12mm coin. These are going to be, let me tell you the price. And so if you need to back out, it's okay. Because these are a little more expensive. These are 22 a strand, and they are 15.5 inches long. They're amazing though. So I just want to make sure you're okay with the price. Yep, you're still good. Okay. And preference, again, they're all pretty similar. But sometimes one is just calling to you. Mermaid rocks. I love that. They do look like mermaid rocks. We're going to have alternative names by April on all of these. I love it. Any of them nice, or was there one that you wanted? A particular one, I should say. Okay, I can do that. Since seemingly we are being drawn to the same ones, at least in that one instance. I like this one. Yep. So I don't know a ton about lepidolite. It is more of like a lavender tone opposed to like a dark purple like an amethyst is. It's also opaque. These are 22 for a 15.5 inch long strand, and they are 8mm coins in lepidolite. So these, because they're over 20, I will do half strands on there. Purple mica. Cool. So a half strand would be 11. So nice. That's an option too. If you decide you don't need the full. I did forget I said that. Half for Karen. All right. I need some bags, a marker, and a half for crafts. Perfect. Pedolite. 11. Yep, the purple mica. That's very cool. So this vendor is really cool. I bought from her before. She sources the big blocks of stone out of the mine, and then she hires cutters to cut them. So these are actually hand cut. And so that's pretty cool that she just does all of that. Like she heads that all up. And then she goes around the country selling her strands, which is amazing. So because of that, like if she didn't have somebody to hand cut her block of stone, she'll have, you know, blocks of kind of some older stock that she's kind of sitting on waiting for somebody who will cut it. And so sometimes I find some really amazing things from her. And so it's always fun to see what she's got. All right, Crafts and Karen. Okay. This is a lapetolite. Oh, it's not that much more. 12 millimeter faceted coin, $28 for a full strand, 14 for a half, 15 3/4 inches long, 12 millimeter faceted coins. Because of the quality of her stock, and when she's out, she is out. I did also buy a bunch of her full bundles because I'm not going to be able to get it again. I had to get it all. So 12 millimeter faceted lapetolite coins, 28 for a full, 14 for a half. They're really pretty. They're not quite as highly polished. I would suspect that is just due to how the stone naturally is. But they still are beautifully cut. And then these are, again, hand cut. So each bead, somebody, I can't imagine, cut and faceted. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Yeah, what do you need? Come here. I think she needs a snack opened, but she doesn't want to stop her iPad. Silly girl. This is like the luxury time for a toddler. I guess she's not really a toddler anymore. iPad and snacks. Fairly unsupervised. She's right in there. I can see her, so it's not like really unsupervised, but all right. This one's next. I did find a little bit of Botswana agate. These are 32 for a full strand, so 16 for a half. Oh my goodness, these are beautiful. 12 millimeter faceted coins. These strands are 15 3/4 inches long. I know. I love Botswana agate. I love the banding in them. These do have that higher polish on them. I would guess it's a harder stone, but so pretty. Half for Karen. Get in there. Can you bring it in here, please? 1, 6. Yeah, I can do that for you. Nice. I'm glad you could come in for a bit. If you have time later and want to watch the rest of the show and start a basket for next week, just let me know. Here you go, Mommy. You want to tell everybody hi? Hi! You don't have to yell. They can hear you. Let's get these going and get nice checked out. You doing okay? Yeah. Okay. I was almost crazy. So in my show notes, there is a link to my Facebook page and my YouTube channel, and I'm streaming it to both locations. A lot of people have said that it's easier to watch it on YouTube, just because you can kind of fast forward through a lot better, faster. If you want to watch it and then send me a message, I can just combine your order and do one checkout later if you want. I'm okay with that. Then you don't have to pay shipping twice if there's more you want. Just send me a message when you're done, when you're ready. Happy to do that. The bamboo Smarties, sure. See, it's helpful, April. It's helpful. Okay, I got your half strand. I do have another half on those. Awesome. Have a wonderful day at work. And I look forward to seeing what other goodies I can get for you. They're beautiful. So many good things. And then if you have questions, of course, just message me as well. I'm always happy to help. All right. Smarties. Let me get tags on these. Sorry. And then we'll get you some Smarties. That's Brinley's favorite candy, actually, are Smarties. It's her reward candy for potty training. So every time she does well, she goes, Smartie. It's really funny. Ugh. She will be fully potty trained someday, right? Tell me yes. Tell me yes. She just doesn't care. That's the problem. She just doesn't care. All right. Those out of the way. Oh, my youngest. Potty training. She just doesn't care if she's wet. She doesn't care if she stinks. She doesn't care. She doesn't want to go. All right. Crafts. Do you have a preference? These are 14 for the full strand. I know. It's a battle. All right. Which one's calling? Which one's calling? I like this one. All right. You're welcome. Thank you. All right. We have Ocean Jasper. Guys, these are not the pricing I had before. This is more how they really should be priced. We had some deals with that trunk show. Some Ocean Jasper, yeah. These are $36 for a full strand. So is that 18 for a half strand? Yeah, 18 for a half. 10 millimeter faceted rounds, 15 3/4 inches long. They are really pretty. And let me tell you, it's very, not like blatantly obvious, but it's pretty obvious when you see old stock next to new stock. And these are still some old stock. I did find a few strands of some smaller rounds that I didn't get a chance to price today, but I think I got some 6 millimeter Ocean Jasper rounds from a couple of different vendors. And I cherry picked those things so that I got the nicest ones. Because that's what I do. Ocean Jasper, faceted rounds. I love, love, love how there's still a lot of color variety in these. You got some pinks, you got the greens, you got the beiges. A lot of the Ocean Jasper that is newer stock is much muddier. You also are not finding all of those gorgeous patterns on the beads like these have. Aren't they amazing? They're so pretty. I think I spoiled everybody because I had a giant box of like really old stock that I don't even know how the price was that low even back in the day. And so this might be a little sticker shock, but that's okay. These are 36 for a full strand, or I can do a half strand for 18. And these are 10 millimeter faceted rounds in the Ocean Jasper. And I'm happy to let you choose your strand if there's one that's calling to you. Some of these, especially in the ocean jasper, some of the shades are so different. Some of the patterns are so different from strand to strand. This is one that definitely might have a favorite for you. Yeah, really yummy. Sorry, I'm talking and tagging. I'm telling you, I didn't want to like wait any longer, so I just like priced as much as I could, and I was like, we're gonna tag as we show them. Smarties are an 8mm by probably like 5 or 6. As we drool, I know. It's a win-win, right? Oh gosh, look at like this bead. Can you see that? Has those pretty greens on there. This bead, oh my gosh. They're so cool. These are the Smarties, as we are now calling them. Thank you, April. I love it. I love it. These are 14 a strand. They are bamboo agate. 8mm across, and then hole to hole. I didn't measure that, but I would guess 5 to 6mm. Ooh, those are cool too. Look at those patterns. This is why I love rocks. I mean, they're so cool, so interesting. Each bead, they really reel me in. Yeah, about 5.5mm as I measure it. 8 by 5.5. So we can come back. We can come back. Ocean jasper. Yeah, just send me a message, Agnes. That's fine. Yep, no problem. Oh gosh, I love this one too. I love this one too. Yeah, if you guys missed any of the shows, just let me know that you want to catch up before you check out. That's totally fine. You guys know me. Pretty easy peasy. Pretty easy going. I just ask for communication, really, you know, like just let me know what's going on, and I don't think I've said no to a request when it comes to how to pay. So, all right, here's my other fire agate. I only have 2 strands. These are 36 for a full strand, 15.5 inches long. These are 13 by 18mm sized bead. 36 for a full strand, 18 for a half. And I was only able to get 2 of these. That's all she had left. But again, really, really cool patterning. Like giraffes, they do. They're like orange giraffe beads. So, so pretty. Look at that bead. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I love them. Like tortoise shells sometimes even, right? I know. Oof. So many pretty patterns on these. 36 for a full strand, 18 for a half. 13 by 18mm rectangles in fire agate. So I think they have less white in them. Yeah, definitely have less white in them than the ones we had earlier. But they still do coordinate really nicely. Oh, really nicely. If you needed some coordinating. The coins are 14, so these are obviously a much friendlier price point, but this one I will do the half strands at 18 if you need. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I love beads. I love stones. I love beads. Oh, that one's pretty too. Oh, pretty. That is 15. Okay, these I gave you a tease with as well. These are not inexpensive, so brace yourself. Sorry, but I had to get them, and I bought, again, everything she had because this quality of blue lace is almost impossible to find. You can find really muddied down blue lace. You can find imitation blue lace that is kind of horrendous, actually. Um, but these are gorgeous. So before, let me tell you, Kathy, before I decide, these are 64 for a full strand. So we'll do 32 for a half strand. And it's about a 13 millimeter hole to hole corner drill. So yeah, they're gorgeous. That's totally fine, Kathy. I know they are a sticker shock, but I got them not thinking I was gonna sell out anytime soon. And I might like pair these out eventually too. Um, yeah. Because yeah, they are not inexpensive. So 64 for a full, 32 for a half, which I mean, if you're pricing blue lace, if you're looking at really good high quality blue lace, it's still reasonable. Um, it's just not an inexpensive stone. Yeah, they're beautiful. And I bought every one of them that she had. I kind of cringed as I did it because they were not cheap, but I also know that this is kind of a once in a lifetime kind of grab unless they find um, more pockets of it. But the mines they're drying up. Let me find out for you, Wise. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Looks like 17. Yeah, 17 beads for a half strand. So about $2 a bead, which is not insane. That's fine. That's totally fine. You guys know I have them. We're going to drool over them. We're going to see them. But yeah, there's 8 strands here because someday when you're ready, you'll know. And they're beautiful. So I can do half strands, and I probably will break these out at some point, yeah. Because I know it's not a very friendly price point. But one of my favorite stones, and so I had to do it. Yeah. It's like a personal project for someone you really like. A client who's willing to pay buku dollars for your creations. Where did my other stickers go? Are these them? These are them. All right. These I'm going to do 6 beads for $8 because she only had 1 strand of them. Yeah, Queenie, I'll look at like a breakout on how I can break those out better. Honestly, today I was just trying to get things tagged so I could get as much showing as I could. So, yeah, I will look at it. JD for some teardrops. These are 8 by 11 millimeter. You get 6 in a bag. 2, 4, 6. $8 for 6. Donna wants some as well. Hi, Panda. How are you? Queenie, if I didn't have to sleep or if days had 32 hours in them instead of 24, oh, the things I could get done that are swimming around in my head that I want to do. 2, 4, 6. My kids apparently think I don't need sleep. Brinley woke up in the middle of the night again. Someday she won't pee her pants. Someday she'll sleep through the night. These are the things I have to tell myself, right? Oh, she's 4. It's fine. It's fine. But this is the part of parenting that gets you exhausted. Or at least one part. All right. Again, really good quality. And again, also hand cut. Isn't that amazing how consistent they are? She's hiring amazing stone artists to cut these. Which, understandably, because she has beautiful blocks of stone to work with. So you don't want somebody doing icky job on that. 6 beads, $8. Blue lace agate. I think what I should do, here we go. And then I have one more blue lace that we're going to do individually. These, maybe Lila wants to earn some money. She could bag and tag these. She could do that. Brinley helped me tag some things. I love when she does stickers. They're like upside down and sideways. She doesn't care. But she really likes the concept of earning money. So I will put her to work to earn that money. I can find jobs for her to do. All right, so these are going to be $8 per bead. It's a 20 by 25 millimeter, kind of faceted, trapezoidish shape. Blue lace agate, again, really incredible. She remembered that I bought all of that blue lace last year, and she saved this strand. She's like, I only had one strand, and she had it on the side of her table for me, and she wasn't letting anybody buy it. She just knew I was going to be back, which we hadn't discussed that, so that was so sweet of her to hold it for me. But these are beautiful. Really, really amazing banding on each one. Nice shine, nice faceting. They have a little twist to them. Can you see that? Has a little twist to the shape. Really pretty size for a pendant or like a focal bead. Good size hole. That's a 21 gauge pin that just slid right through there. So $8 per bead, blue lace agate. And again, I know these are not inexpensive beads, but it would be very hard to find something similar for less price. And believe me, I look and I scour for this stuff. I dig through piles and piles to find the best of the best. Okay, and what else do I have on this roll of stickers? Oh, okay. These, the blue lace is gorgeous. I had to get one splurge strand. I think I showed you a little tease of it. One splurge strand on this last bead show visit. But oh my goodness, these are gorgeous. Look at these. These are going to be $20 a bead. So again, not inexpensive. Where's my cutter? Here we go. That still has a tag on it. That's not what I paid, but they're like these are high-end pearls. They always put a high price, and then they're like, oh, we have a discount just for you. And that lady, and that lady. But yeah, you guys, these are, I think, in the past, this style. Look at those. I have to turn my light off. I know. Kathy, you've been hanging out with Steph. $20 per bead. These, you know what I would do with these? And I'm going to, because if I sold all of these, that would be incredible. I would be okay with that too. But I feel like I'm going to be making something out of these. And I probably would just hang this on a pin, hook it to like a sterling silver decorative loop, and do like a chain up the side, maybe one or two smaller pearls that might match. I don't know if I have anything that matches. Or like a Swarovski crystal that's close to that color. Like the tanzanite maybe. That's what I would do. $20 per bead. Baroque. These is a Baroque shape. They're very cool. This is a strand. I walked away from it and I couldn't stop thinking about it, so I just went back. It's totally fine. You know, I have them when you're ready. I get it. Like, I do try to stock a variety of price points. So, you know, especially when it comes to stones. Some of the things I do have things that'll be like $6 for a strand, and then I have things like this that are. I don't have as many things that are like this, $20 a bead, because that's a little crazy. But I had to get them. I couldn't stop thinking about them. They were haunting me, and I would have been really sad if I hadn't have bought them. And so now I'm not sad, and neither is my credit card. That's okay. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, we have one more loose one. Let's do these. These are cool. These are going to be $5 for 2 beads. And these are labradorite that they've done this gold frame around. I thought they were really cool. Again, not inexpensive, but all of these had really great flash on them, so I felt okay about it. $5 for 2 beads. We'll pair them up nice for you as well, because that's what I do. If you have 2, I want them to match. So pretty. Let's see. I know I measured these. 8 millimeters. They're about 8 top to bottom and also 8 across. So about 8 millimeter size. I'll show you in my hand. But yeah, I don't know if there's any one of these that don't have good flash. JD for a pair. Let's match these up for you. Oof. How do those look, JD? Those look good? Yes. They're really special. And these, you know, $5 is still a lot for 2 beads, I understand, but they're really special. Pretty. Love that. All right. Those are yours. Yeah. I was really impressed just with the consistency, like how nice each bead was. Which I knew I was going to not sell full strands of these, so that was something that was important to me. Love it, love it, love it. I love labradorite. I didn't buy very much labradorite this year. It's really funny how sometimes it's like last year I bought a lot of labradorite. Like I still have some. And this year I did not buy as much, which is fine. I just didn't see as much that was as pretty and a reasonable price point. But I did find some. I don't think I got them priced yet. But maybe I'm just going to surprise myself. I don't know. I don't know yet. What do I have next on here? Oh boy. In this tray. You know what I did find? I found a decent amount of rhyolite this year, which was awesome. So the only shape I have in rhyolite today are these ovals. I did find rounds in a 4, 6, and 8 millimeter. So these are going to be $20 for a full strand. Full strands are about 15 1/4 inches long. I will do half strands on those as well for 10. So rhyolite, 8 by 10 millimeter oval. It's also known as rainforest jasper. I don't know why it has 2 names, but I always call it rhyolite. Maybe location on where it's been mined. That would be a guess. But I really love rhyolite. It's another one that has really amazing patterns to it. almost like little scenes, little pictures, which I just love. So 20 for a full strand on these. You can do a half strand for 10. Nicely polished. There we go. I'm throwing stickers on here again. Like, they're just really interesting. I do see why they call it rainforest jasper, because it is very rainforesty looking, but oh, I just love that. I know I was surprised when you claimed something, Karen. I get it though. I spent 3 times of what I was supposed to spend when I went to this show, so don't feel like you have to buy today too, because there's a lot more coming. Half strand for Karen. I know this will not be the end of Stone by any means. Half strand of rhyolite for Karen. $10 for half. Anybody else want a half? I'm happy. I mean, I'll hang on to it. That's okay. But they're amazing. It's one of my favorites. And I hadn't seen it for a long time. And then this show, I found it in several booths, which I was really excited about, because I know last year I even was like, I think I found like 1 or 2 strands, and I was like, this is so hard to find. And I sold it pretty fast last year, but this year I was able to get a few things, and they are pretty reasonable price. I think. I hope you think. But yeah, aren't they amazing? Really cool. Okay, writing on the bags. Cut that because that's gonna get crazy. I think rhyolite would be really pretty with copper or gold or silver, even actually. African green jade, a turtle. Yeah, turtle beads. They do look a little turtley. But yeah, it's a jasper. They call it rainforest jasper or rhyolite. I've always known it as rhyolite, so that's what I tag it as. Yes, little turtles, especially with that shape, right? It looks like little turtle shells. Karen, I got your half strand. Anybody else want a half or a full? Full is 20. Half is 10. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. I gotta go in order of my tags. Oh, you guys are gonna like these. Okay. Karen, I apologize in advance. She's like, oh no. These we're only going to do full strands on. They are $12 a strand. I've got lots of the yellow. I have never, ever seen these before. Ever. $12 a strand. I'm going to assume that's like a black onyx or maybe a black just drew a blank. It's black. Okay. I know. Sorry, Karen. I'm sorry. You know what? I thought of you when I saw these, because I heard you in my head. Always buy cats. That's what you told me. Always buy cats. These I'm not doing halves on, Karen. I'm sorry. because of the bookkeeping back end work on when I have to buy the strands outright versus the trunk show, I'm only doing half strands on anything that's 20 or more. So I am sorry about that, but it's just a time issue. Black for Karen. Yes, these are stone. So the black, what did I even tag it? I tagged it as black onyx. It could be another black stone of some kind, but okay, blacks are all spoken for. We have yellow aventurine, amazonite, and like a red or orange aventurine. Yes, I got you on one of each crafts. When you say brown, do you mean this one? What? Well, we'll go through them. Let me get your one of eachers. One of each for crafts. But I've never ever, and let me show you this too, guys, before you get like super crazy. And if you guys want to backtrack, the faces are imprinted. They have that etched face, but only on one side. So just so you're aware, the whiskers are not on both sides. So Karen, when you say brown, do you mean the yellow at the top or the orange at the bottom? Yeah, the black one, and then I just wasn't sure which one you meant by brown when you said brown. A yellow aventurine. I bought all the black ones they had. I bought the best amazonite ones. I left the ones that were not as pretty. And I bought a ton. They still had orange and yellow when I left, but I bought a ton of them. Okay, so I got one of each there for Torres. Or no, for sorry. Crafts. Crafts got one of each. Torres has a black. JD wants the blue amazonite, right? That's what you mean by blue. If not, let me know. Donna wants blue. Same thing. Perfect. Okay. Amazonite. Orange. Okay. Let me get an orange one for you, Karen. Yes. And then you'll have two. The black one and the orange. Donna, I got your amazonite one. And then Karen, I got your orange one in your drawer. And your black one. Okay, there we go. So out of black, I wish I could have gotten more black, but orange cats, yep, they are popular. I agree. So $12 a strand. And these sweet kitty faces. I was walking out of the show, you guys. I was walking out and I saw the table with these on there and I was like, guess we're not leaving. So I bought those. And then the booth right next door, I wasn't able to price anything from them yet, but the booth right next to them was somebody who had a ton of old stock with insanely good pricing. So that's how I blew my budget, is because I just kept finding really good deals or really pretty pieces. Or all right, kitties and Torres, of course. She's like, get me out of here. Just kidding. Did I get a tag on all of this? Yellow, orange. Okay, I'll figure that out. Oh, sorry. Open the camera. That's how I felt though. At the end of the show, I was like, I have got to leave. The second day, I was like, okay, I know I blew my budget, but I can go back and behave myself and just spend a tiny bit more. That didn't happen. So I left. I was supposed to be there all day. I left at like 11:30. My husband's like, you can stay longer. I'm like, no, I can't. It won't be good. Like my credit card will stop working. Got that one for $12 for you. Oh, we got some of these gorgeous hearts. 1, 2, 3 at 6. Guys, we had fun. We had a fun week. 1 at 5. 1 at 4 with snowflakes. Of course, Karen, that's totally fine. Yep, no problem. 1 at 6. Look, oh, that rainbow chain is going to be so, you don't have to use it with these, but oh, that rainbow chain is so pretty with all those hearts. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 at 2. 67 and Taurus. Karen, it's also on YouTube, and YouTube sometimes can be a little bit easier as far as like watching and fast forwarding through all my jibber jabber. But yeah, either place would be totally both there, both accessible. All right, there you go, Torres. Thank you. Appreciate you. Love that you hang out with me every show. So many of you guys. I just love it. It makes me happy. All my bead friends. Thank you. I love that. Have a happy day. Oh, I love that. Okay. What have we got next? Dangerous but fun. I feel ya. I always say there's a reason I have all of this. It's because my self-control is not very strong. All right. Oh, yeah. I could check you out, Nancy. I do like to get the baskets all cleared out on my last show of the week. So yeah, I can check you out. Sorry. All right, let's see. We have 1 at 8, 1 at 9. Love those. Those are such a good deal. Love it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at 2. We have 1 at 5 and 1 at 3. You guys make sure you're following Nancy. She's doing a fun raid train, Boop Troop raid train on Saturday. So search for those shows, hop in, lots of fun sellers, good time being had. 37 for you, Nancy. Anybody else selling? Who else is selling? Let us know in the chat what you're selling, what's going on. There you go, Nancy. We'd love to follow you, support you. It's a community here. Got you running, Nancy. Maybe. There it is. Last second. There we go. Thank you, Nancy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you always coming in and stirring up the chat. I love that. Okay. You guys. I hate this. Well, okay, I'll show you what I hate. This is what I hate about gym shows. This is what they're tagging these things. Oh, but we're going to give you 30% off. We're going to give you 80% off. I don't remember what percentage off I got. I did not pay $150. I'm not even going to try to sell you these for $150. This is blue lace agate. Okay, so this, I want to show you the difference. These are going to be 60 a strand. Is that right? Yeah, 60 a strand. These are 15 1/4 inches long. These are not as nice as the others. So let me show you. See, like it's a little bit, you're getting some more kind of cloudy areas, a little more of that kind of beige patching. But overall, I was pretty happy with these considering they're not old stock. You still have some decent banding on them. There's still that nice blue lace color that we like. So these are 10mm rounds. $60 for a full strand, $30 for a half. And again, it's just not an inexpensive stone. You can see how pretty those are. They are really pretty. So I'm definitely picky when I'm shopping for these things. I also want to try and hoard all of the nice things so that we have them when you guys need them. And these were pretty nice. And I will tell you too, I did bargain the price down a little bit more because at first he was like, for you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't think so. And he's like, for you, da, da, da. And I was like, no, still not good enough. He finally got down to a price that I thought was reasonable. So I got him. Again, they're not the old stock, but they're a decent quality of the newer stock. So 60 for a full strand. I also liked that they were cut really nicely. Really nice polish, really nice polished job. Nice shine on them. 10mm rounds. 15 1/4 inches long. $60 for a full strand, $30 for a half. This one I also might piece out at some point because, again, we're dealing with higher price points. And when we get to these higher price points, I do want to make it attainable, you know? So I just got to do some math and figure out what that would be. So decently nice. And my other friend didn't have rounds. So there you go. This is from the same vendor. What the heck do they tag these at? Oh, these are $40. They are not. I'm going to sell you these for $20. And let me show you these. These are going to be an exception to the half strand rule because they have this variegated pattern to them. Well, we could discuss it. I got these because I just thought those colors were so, so cool. Really, really cool pattern. So they're calling this Yan agate. And I did Google it, and apparently it's a thing. I thought maybe they made it up. Young agate, $20 for a full strand. And these are about 15.5 inches long. Really yummy. They just were like gorgeous fall tones to me, like almost like a Bordeaux red, foresty greens, sage greens, and then those variegated tones. I love that. So $20 a strand, 8mm rounds. Guys, the colors that you get are so pretty. So pretty. Mm. Mm-hmm. And you can see, I lined these up so you can see that, like, when they do this variegated pattern, they do tend to have each strand be super similar. So 20 a strand on those. Full strands only on this one because of the patterning of the colors. Yan agate. I don't know what that means. A little bit. It has like a tourmaline vibe to it, but it's a little more like just those autumn tones, you know? Mauvey, deep mauves. But I hadn't seen anything like this before, so that's what I do. I try to find things that are special and unique, and these were. So, at least in my eyes. 8mm round. I love, maybe what we should do sometime is a knotting class. I think these would be really pretty to knot like you would pearls, or to put a little seed bead between them and keep that pattern, that graduation of color intact. I think that would be gorgeous. Can you imagine with like a little tiny gold bead in between each one? Ugh, that would be beautiful. So pretty. I'm trying to think like what color silk I would do if I was to knot it. Sometimes I love using like a contrasting color in the silk. Sometimes it's nice to do one that kind of blends, but really pretty. Would you guys be interested in like learning some knotting techniques? I've taught pearl knotting for a long time. And now if I'm going to do Saturday shows with a tutorial, maybe I should do that. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. That means I have to stock some silk too. So let me figure that out. And the thing about silk that has always been interesting to me, the silk cord to do knotting is not very expensive. It's not an expensive material. But like it's the process that costs money that makes things more expensive. And so oh, I did tag those. I did price them. Cool. Once you know the technique, you know, you can charge a little more. All right, $12 a strand, 14.75 inches long, so a touch shorter than we're used to. These are 8mm rounds, teal dyed tiger eye. I don't always love the dyed tiger eye, but this color was screaming at me. It was so pretty. One for Kathy. I thought you might like those, Kathy. And I was thinking about you when I saw these. Only because we were talking about it and you sent me a picture of a different tiger eye. But yeah, this color was so good. And I saw lots of vendors who had different dyed tiger eyes. And this one was by far the prettiest. But just know they are dyed. The tiger eye is dyed. It's dyed. I heard one vendor one year telling somebody the hot pink tiger eye was natural, and I was just like, no, it's definitely not. Just be honest. Just be honest. That's what I ask. It's fine if it's not natural. Just tell us. It's fine. So I got one of those for Kathy. 14 and 3/4 inch long strands for $12. 8mm rounds. After today, I'm gonna process a lot more, get a lot more priced. And then I'm gonna sit and watch a movie with my kids and just tag things. I always put stickers on my fingers and tag, and then I can just do like a mindless, lazy afternoon or evening, probably evening, after I get my other work done first. Like packing your orders, getting those shipped out. That does take priority. I want to make sure you guys get what you bought. All right, $12 a strand on those. Really awesome color. On my computer monitor, they're looking a little more blue than they do in real life, but they are a really nice deep teal green. Okay, what do we have next? Yay, these. Ooh. I found some more sponge coral. These are going to be 16 a strand. These are 12mm rounds. These are also about 14 and 3/4 inches long for the strands. Really, really cool. I've seen them called sponge coral and I've seen them called apple coral, and I honestly don't know if there's a difference or if that's just kind of one of the things that is interchangeable in name. But regardless, they're a gorgeous shade of red, have just a slight orange undertone to that red. Really nice size. Got one for Kathy. Thanks, Donna. I probably shouldn't have taken all these stickers off because these are a little trickier to tag than I thought they would be. Okay. So does anybody, since I'm thinking about Saturday shows, somebody suggested like a more of an evening time slot. But is there any other times of the day on a Saturday that would be preferential to you guys? I'm going to talk with my husband and see what he would prefer if he would. He might not care. But since he'll be home, the default, he'll be the go-to parent for the kids. Oh, these were a pretty good deal. I bought a lot of these because he gave me a better deal if I bought all of them. So I said, okay. Look at these. Okay, Rainbow Moonstone. Rainbow Moonstone. These are 14-inch long strands for $28. I could do half strands on these, but that would be about 7 inches. I bought these because I did not have to work to find the flash in these. So the ovals are inconsistent as far as their shape and size go, but they're roughly about 6 by 8mm. But so many of those beads have flash. They're all flashy somewhere. So pretty. Just amazing. So 28 for a full strand. I will do half strands for 14. So see, even when I pull one strand aside, because sometimes things look really good and amplified when you put them all together. But even when I just have one strand, you can see that flash is in there. Ugh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Really, really nice. All right. All right. All right. And then, excuse me. Oh, yeah, I remember who I got these from. Like, where did I even buy these? I got labradorite because you guys know I like to hand pick my labradorite For the same reason as that moonstone. I want it to flash. I want it to be beautiful. I want it to go, oh my Lanta, I love it. So these are also 28 for a full strand. These are about 12.5 inches long, so they are shorter strands. I will do half strands still for 14. And again, those ovals are somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 by 8, but they're all going to vary a little bit. So pretty. Most of those are flashing really great blue too, which is a more desirable, more expensive flash. $28 for a full strand, 12.5 inches long, 14 for a half. Yeah, I am in love with those because it's my favorite. It has a lot of that blue, yes. So a lot of times when I find labradorite that's flashy, but in this price point, we get a lot of like this green. That's almost red though. That's rare too. A lot of the green tone, but these are really flashing. Majority of them are flashing really blue. You get a lot that are this more toned down blue green, but these have a lot of that deep blue. Yeah. Yeah, that some of that blue is almost purple. Yeah. Oh yeah, that one there. Really rich. All right, well, I got 10 strands of those, you guys, so you can think about it. You don't have to be rushed on those for sure. But let me know when they haunt you, because we will get them back out next payday. It's totally fine, JD. I feel it. I feel it. All right, I think I can pick this strand up, or this tray up now. Got a little bit of rose quartz. These are $10 for a full strand. 15.5 inches long. It looks like these are 6mm cushions, but the one on the right is actually bigger. So if you want that little bit larger one, just let me know. But $10 a strand, 15.5 inches long. It is a little bit of a paler rose quartz, but I got them because they were still a nice pastel shade of pink. They do have a soft pink string running through them, which will affect the way the color looks a little bit, but because it's not that hot pink, I don't think it's going to affect it too much. I also love that shape. It's really just a nice soft shape, that little cushion cut. $10 a strand for those. This tray has a lot of good deals in it, so. Oh, these I've had before. A pineapple jade in this really cool twist shape, about 7 by 13mm. $10 a strand. These strands are about 15.5 inches long as well. Really cool color. One of those for crafts. I gotta pull them out. Yeah, they're really cool. I loved the cut on those. And again, a little bit friendlier price point for stone especially. I love visiting this vendor. Crafts, I got one of those for you. $10 for 15.5 inches long. Love it, love it. Oh yeah. And it's such a pretty shade of yellow. It's like the color of pineapple. It's like named perfectly. It is the color of pineapple. We've got another pineapple jade. I got a couple shapes actually. These are an 8mm coin. These are also $10 a strand. The one on the left has a little bit more muddiness to it, but the other three are pretty clean. 15.5 inches long, 8mm coins. Pineapple jade. I like coin-shaped beads. One of those for crafts. That's a cutter hand. I need a different tool. $10 on these as well. And they're 15.5 inches long. You're welcome. A lot of you guys I know are really good about tracking how much you're spending, which I know when I get into these bundle shows, it's very hard to do that. So I'm always impressed. Because I have been shopping in bundle shows where I go, whoops, I spent how much? Totally fine, son. Yep. Thanks for asking. Totally fine. Oh, these are cute. Oh, good. I got a bunch. $10 a strand. 4.5mm rondelle in the red coral. Really good red. And just the cutest little rondelle. $10. These strands are about 15.75 inches long, so almost that full 16, which is awesome. No, that's okay. Yeah, watch it when you have some time. The only thing I sold out of was that black cat head. Everything else I have lots of stock on still, so won't be a problem. Love the internet, hate the internet, right? $10 a strand on those. Red coral. All right. Next up, oh, I did get a little turquoise. These are small chips. Whoops, that's what's coming soon. It's all just in a pile right here. Small turquoise chips. These are $12 a strand, about 15.75 inches long. Really pretty. These have a really good mix of like some blues and some greens. A good mix in these. I like them. We talk about chip strands, kind of every time I have them. But you don't have to just restring chips as in a whole chip necklace. In fact, I probably wouldn't recommend that because the chips are not terribly comfortable on your neck. But what I really love these for is like a simple bar necklace where you just take, 1.5 inches to maybe 3 inches and just string them straight and do chain up the side. And then it's real simple. Oh, I just had a thought. I need to see if I have pictures of something. Oh, but can I find it? Probably in November. I made some necklaces for my neighbor. Her stepmom's mom, I don't know, somebody had a box of beads. They used to make a lot of jewelry, and she decided to be done with it. And so she was like, here's just this box of jewelry and all this stuff. And my neighbor, she's artsy, but she never has made anything with jewelry before. So she was like, I don't know what to do with this. And so she asked me, she's like, can you make some necklaces for me? And so I did. And some of them were turquoise chips. And I just had that thought that maybe I have pictures of what I made. And maybe I don't. I don't know. I can't remember what month that was. All right, we will move on. They are a pretty mix, aren't they? Pretty mix. Oh, okay. I guess I didn't send pictures. Oh, that's in September. You know when you think of something and then you can't get it out of your mind? I could have sworn I took pictures, but oh well. Okay, we'll move on. Kathy wants one. Okay. Sorry. It's gonna bother me. This neighbor of mine, she's so nice. They have girls about the same age as our girls. I think each of her girls is about a year older than each of my girls. And Kathy, I got one of those for you. And it's just fun to have them so close. Well, last Christmas, she was like, I just am so busy. She's like, I don't have time to make a variety of treats for all the neighbors. She's like, so I just made everybody, I just made everybody a whole cheesecake. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Susanna Rosa, that's fine. I don't know if you're still in here, but I'll answer your message too. So that was a pleasant surprise. I love cheesecake. All right, next up, green line jasper. These are also $12 a strand. You're welcome. $12 a strand, green line jasper. 10 by 14 millimeter oval. These are about 15¼ inches long. These are really pretty, kind of sagey green, moss green, maybe more of a moss green. Really pretty. And then they have those really cool, it's not quite banding, it's just those lines, like a linear pattern in them. $12 a strand. 10 by 14 millimeter ovals. Pretty. Red coral rice. $12 a strand. These are 5 by 7. Keep grabbing bonus things. 5 by 7 millimeter rice, red coral, 16 inches long, $12 a strand. Really good, rich red on these. Really pretty. 5 by 7 rice beads. Stone Strands. Oh, these were so cool. I had not seen these before. Oh, at least from this vendor. I did get some from one vendor one time. But that was before I was buying for everybody. When I was just shopping for my personal collection. This is Rough Appetite. These are little nuggets. Somewhere in the 6 by 10 millimeter range. Really pretty colors. They're like little ice chips. Aren't those cool? These are $12 a strand. Each strand's about 15½ inches long. Just rough little nuggets. I would also use these, a few at a time. Again, a bar necklace would be really cool with those. Or dangling some of them down, doing a few on a bracelet, doing them just in the front of a necklace. I wouldn't put these again on the back of a necklace just because of that rough shape. I don't think that would feel comfortable on your neck. But $12 a strand, 15½ inches long. Rough Appetite. Really pretty blue-green. Roughly 6 by 8 millimeters, JD. Again, since they're nuggety, they're all going to vary a little bit, but right in that range. Yeah, I thought they were really cool. Really cool. And a little different, right? Different than what we see a lot of. Okay, appetite. Oh, this is what's next. I bought a lot of these this year. Did I have this one last year? I can't remember. Oh, I think I had something else in this shape. $10 a strand. These are tiger eye. And what I love about these is you get two shapes in each strand. It has those little rectangles and then it has chips. So two different shapes in each strand there. These are about 15.5 inches long. Do you need me to open another snack? Yeah. Yep. See? Does that work for you? Yeah. Hey, do you have a favorite stone that I have today? Which one's your favorite? Yellow. The yellow. You do love yellow, huh? She likes the yellow. Well, I have lots of stock on all of these guys, so you don't have to be as impulsive about these as some of the trunk show stuff, which that's kind of nice sometimes. $10 a strand for the tiger eye, 15.5 inches long, kind of a rectangular tube, and then chips patterned onto each one of these strands. $10. Okay, what do we have next? Tiger eye. Orange aventurine hearts. 11 millimeters. These I do only have 3 strands. These were really cute. 12 millimeter size heart. Oh, sorry, 11 millimeter sized hearts. $12 a strand. 15 3/4 inches long. I know, Shelly. We love the orange. They were really cute. Nice size, pretty orange. It's like that sunsetty orange. Tropical orange. $12 for a strand. And this one I do only have 3 strands. Heart, heart, heart. I love the hearts. I don't usually love hearts. I bought a lot of hearts this time. I don't have them ready today, but you guys, I found the cutest little, they're so cute. They're like little cushion hearts. Adorable. All right. Orange aventurine coin. Here's our run on orange aventurine. Look at these. 8 millimeter coin, 15.5 inches long, $12 a strand. I love little coins. I love that shape. And I like that orange too. Really good fall orange, right? Orange is good for fall. $12 a strand, 15.5 inches long. Love it. Love, love, love it. We have orange aventurine in a 6 millimeter rondelle. These are $10 a strand. These are a little inconsistent from strand to strand. Excuse me. Some are a little darker. This one on the far left and the second one from the right, those are like a more slim cut rondelle. So, a little variety in those, but $10 a strand for 15 3/4 inch long strands. So, a lot of beads there. This rondelle shape is awesome for spacers. It's not too far off from that little 6x2 millimeter check glass bead. These are just a little wider. We go through a lot of those check glass spacers, so really close size on these. $10 a strand. Alrighty. Orange aventurine. Oh, and these were cool. I could only find 2 of these. These are $12 a strand. This is an orange aventurine hexagon. 6x8 millimeters. So 6 hole to hole, 8 millimeters across. I have 2 strands, $12 a strand, 15.5 inches long. Those are cool. Just a little different shape. Again, a good spacer. All right. You guys, if you're just joining, welcome in. We do a bundle show in here. So if there's something you want, you just let me know. You say me in the chat, and I will get a basket started for you. Add up all your claims at one time when you're ready to check out, and we'll just do one total that's just for you. Okay. We got that Larimar back. These are going to be 16 inches a strand. I have some on the left that are a little more smooth and some on the right that are a little chunkier, a little rougher shape. These have a lot of matrix in there. And so, oh, this one's even graduated. Cool. Sorry. So they're not clean high-end Larimar. Clean high-end Larimar, if it was clean and this size, we would be talking about $60, $70, $80 a strand easily. These are going to be 16. So the way I view this, I kind of love the matrix in these. I really love this red one too. This red one is stunning. 16 inches or $16 a strand. I know some of you have had these when I've had them in the past. Oh, no way. That strand's measuring 18 inches. I was like double checking to make sure. Did my tape measure break? Is that right? So yeah, that one's about 18 inches long for 16 inches. It's also graduated. So you have bigger beads down in the front and smaller beads in the back. It looks like a few of them are set up like that. These are all kind of random. Larimar, $16 a strand. That one's really red. But these, like this one is pretty. This one has a lot more blue and not as much matrix. Look at this one. Little chunkier stone, $16. This one feels shorter though, so let me measure it. Yeah, this one is about 15 and a half. But you get more of the blue in there. So there's that. If there's one that's looking like you're like, oh, I really like that, can you show me this one? Please let me know. This one's really a good mix match of things. It has some really cool ones on there. All right. Larimar. This one's pretty too. Graduated. More of that gray matrix. This one has some red and gray. Oh, this one's really pretty. Also graduated strand. 16 inches. Whew, it's pretty. $16, I mean. I was going to measure it. That's why I said inches. Yeah, that one's almost 18 inches too. Those you could like restring almost just straight up like that. I think it's pretty. Again, it's not like the high-end, super clean, no matrix Larimar. But I love the character that some of the matrix makes, gives these beads. Yeah, I agree. So those are 16 a strand. I think I showed you this one. Maybe I didn't. This one's pretty. All of these are pretty flat. You get some that have a lot of the matrix. You get a lot of the extra rough in there. But you get some that are really gorgeous. Yeah. Just a lot of personality in these beads. This will probably be the last time I can get the Larimar for this price. Ooh, that's a pretty piece. That side. That side's a pretty piece. Unless he has another stash of it somewhere, but I've been picking this Larimar out for a few years because the price is unbeatable. All right. These I know I've had before as well. These are Australian opal. So these are chips, again, chips. When I first bought these, I thought it was shell, and I thought it was really pretty, just really natural colors. And then as the closer I was looking, seeing if I can pull out any of the fire on camera, like some of these have a little bit of flash going on. I'm like, these look like opals. And they are. They're Australian opal. Ooh, there it goes. There it goes. So these are $12 a strand. They're about 15.5 inches long. Ooh, yeah, now you can see some of that. And again, these are chips, so we'll maybe do a tutorial on using chip strands too. That's a good idea. Chip strands are really awesome because chip beads are made out of basically the leftovers of shaped beads. So a lot of times in chip strands, that bead's pretty. You can get pretty high-end material for less cost because basically, if they didn't put a hole in this scrap piece, they would just be tossing it. So they've already made their bead out of there that they need to get their money from. So this is just like a little bonus. I feel like, Shelly, you got these from me before. Maybe not. Because I did have them last year too. But I was able to get more, which I was really excited about because I think they're beautiful. Really subtle. Yeah, that's okay. That's what I thought. They are wonderful, aren't they? And then I did get more of these. This is Peruvian Amazonite. And the color of the Peruvian Amazonite is just unbeatable. Again, we're dealing with these big chunkies. So you got to work with the shape a little, but the color is unreal. $12 a strand for these. These are 16 inches long. I know. I love this color. Whoa, we got a big guy on that strand. But so, so cool. I might be keeping one of these strands this year. I didn't think I'd find these again. Really pretty. $12, 16 inches long. One of those for Queenie. Do you have a preference on which strand? I'll try and lay them out for you. Again, color-wise, they're pretty similar. This strand has some wild ones in it. This one's probably the most consistent as far as sizing goes. Few outliers still, but the big old bead on it, you got it. Yeah, you could do something really cool with that thing. I bet you come up with something really fun with how to use that. The big old bead. I love it. Yeah, it's a big, pretty rock, isn't it? All right, got that one for you. Just an amazing color, though. Really amazing. Peruvian. Yeah, the tag does not say Peruvian on it. But when I asked him this year, he was like, yeah, that's Peruvian. All right. These are pineapple jade. More pineapple jade. $10 a strand. This is an 8mm cushion. Gosh, these are pretty. These are really clean, too. Really clean. These are about 15 3/4 inches long. 8 mm cushions, $10. Kind of like a chiclet, but it's square, yeah. But it has those soft edges like a chiclet. Pineapple jade, yep. One for crafts. Yeah, really good color. I love that. It's truly the shade of pineapple, like a good, delicious pineapple. Not like a pale pineapple. Sometimes they're pale inside. This one's not pale. I have the cutest picture of Brinley when she's little with a pineapple. Yes. The blue ice chunks. Yes. I know what you're talking about. The rough appetite. Do you want to pick one or you want me to just grab a pretty one for you? Okay. Cool. How's that one look? Perfect. All right. Rough appetite. Okay. When Brinley was like, she probably was right around 2, maybe not quite 2 yet. And she was really excited about the pineapple at the grocery store. So I have a picture of her in the shopping cart hugging a pineapple. Yes, Queenie, this one was 16. It's a jasper. I don't know what kind of jasper. And my vendor wasn't sure either. She's like, I don't know. She's like, it's a jasper, but she's like, it's pretty. And I said, yes, I agree. It's pretty. I'll take it. All right. And then I was able to get, okay, we have a 7 mm and then 2 6 mm Amazonite cushions. So the one on the right is the 7 mm. These two are the 6 mm. For any size, they are $10 a strand. Amazonite cushions, 15.5 inch long strands. All right. All right. Do we need to backtrack on anything? Anybody want to see something again? We're right at 2 hours, which actually worked out perfectly because that was the last thing I had prepped. So we can backtrack or we can start checkouts if you guys are ready. I know a few of you definitely wanted to watch a different show from the week, which is fine with me. Or you had to miss part of this show. One of the Icy Blues, you got it. I broke. You want me to just pick you one, Donna? They are pretty. You got it. True. Yeah, that's a good one to break on. I have to find the tag because I gave up tagging all of them as I was talking about it because I was taking too long. Rough appetite. Here it is. Your fault. That's funny. This happens with stones, like a little bit with check glass, Really not ever with charms, sometimes, but with stones, there's almost always something that you just like cannot stop thinking about. You're like, I gotta have it. And that happens in my stone shows more than any other show. Sure, Donna. All right, so I'll add you up and I'll send you a message. Brinley did not hide my papers. All right, so Ben Donna's. That's okay. Kathy, do you want to check out or did you want to rewatch the show? Shinritz is waiting. Agnes Mayo is going to rewatch. Sun is rewatching. Sure, I can show the turquoise. It was the only turquoise I think I found this year. I mean, that was not stupid expensive. I did find turquoise, but you guys, I just can't get into the $100 a strand stuff. It's gorgeous, but I have these 4 left. I believe those were 12 a strand. Yep, 12 a strand. Almost full 16 inches, 15 3/4 inches long. Yes, Kathy, you did. Number 2. This one. Perfect. All right, so now I'll get you guys checked out. Fun stuff today, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We will have more new stuff on Monday. I think I got, how much of that did we go through today? Maybe a third. Maybe. Might have been closer to a quarter of what I bought. So we got a long ways to go to get through those. Queenie, do you want me to just update the listing I have for you? And I can't remember what date you said you were going to do that. Okay. I will update that and send you a message when that's updated. All right. Okay. JD. Okay, that's not what I need. I need that. You got your kitties at 12 and your appetite at 12. Those are pretty together. Pretty. Bag of chain at 6. We've got 1, 2, at 4. Sorry, I'm doing a little sorting. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, at 5. Got your blue lace drops at 8. We got those beauties. Oh my gosh, those are beautiful at 14. Okay, there we go. We have 1 at 7. 1 and 2 at 6. You didn't get the 14 ones? Okay. I'll have to go back and rewatch my show, see who did, because somebody did. I must have. I hate when I do that. Drop them in the wrong basket. No problem. I wonder who it was. I will figure it out. No problem. 1 at 5. 1 at 10. 1 and 2 at 8. We've got 1, 2, 3 at 2. There we go. And 1 at 3. 125. There you go, JD. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Pretty things, pretty things. Okay. Got all those for you. Yeah, I'm still on. The last cushion stone. The Amazonite. Now the 7mm is on the left. The other two are 6mm. And I think I said those were 10. Miss Vic, hello, hello. Which one did you want, Crafts? Did you want the smaller or the larger? The bigger, you got it. All right, and then you're ready to check out. Yeah, watch me on YouTube. Send me screenshots of what you can't live without. Always happy to do it that way. I mean, just a great option. Like, if you can't be here live with me, I wanted another option. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 at 10. 1, 2, 3, 4 at 12. 1 at 14. 1 at 11. And then we've got 1, 2, 3 at 5. 1 at 6. 1 at 4. And a spool of chain at 7. To 145 crafts. Oops. Gotta put shipping in there. There you go, crafts. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Kathy's ready. Thank you so much, crafts. Really appreciate you. I love that you have all of those tubes. I love that. They're such a fun shape. And they come in so many colors. I didn't even realize until I ordered all of them. I was looking at my tube box the other day. I was like, whoa, that's a lot of colors. All right, Kathy. Got 1 at 16. That's not where I put that down. There we go. 1 and 2 at 12. 1 at 14. Look at this, Kathy. You have these check in there. Look at that. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. All right. 1 at 9. 1 at 8. 1 and 2 at 7. I know, it was really pretty. Oh, one more at 7. 1 at 10. 1 at 6. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at 4. 1 at 5. And then 1 and 2 at 2. 149, Kathy. There you go, my friend. Thank you, thank you. All right, Ben Donna's. Nice is gonna message me back. Okay. Anybody else that I haven't checked out yet that hasn't spoke to me about something different? I think everybody, we had a lot of people that wanted to rewatch the show today, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. Thank you, thank you. And then I'm gonna Ben Donna. Okay. I think we're good. Cool. Thank you guys so much. Run you one more orange and yellow cat? Sure. Of course. Thank you, Kathy. So much. Whoops. There we go. So those are 12 each. So 24. There you go, JD. Thank you, thank you. I know those kitties, they are good. Thank you. I think the little beads in between the cat heads too, I think they're hematite. So that's kind of a little bonus. A bonus bead in those. All right. Anybody else need anything? We can wrap things up. Be back Monday with more stone, new stone, but we can revisit any of this stone too if you would like. I'm always open for requests like that. Wednesday we're going to do charms, and then Thursday we're going to have check glass, and then I will be back also next Saturday, the 27th. So 4 shows next week, guys. Fun stuff. I appreciate you all. I love hanging out with you. I love selling beads to you. I love it all. Let's find somebody to raid. Oh, it's running really slow. Appreciate you. Beads, charms, cabs. All right, we'll try. Her name is Megan. I have not been in one of her shows before, but let's see what she's got. Thank you, guys. See you next week. Have a wonderful weekend.